Britney Spears fans are absolutely furious about the latest Jamie Lynn interview on the Call Her Daddy podcast with host Alex Cooper. So mad, in fact, that they are now canceling her and trying to get Spotify to remove the show from the platform. Even before the first episode aired, people were already upset with the podcast and the teaser that they had posted for it. In the clip, Alex Cooper asked Jamie Lynn to read off a text message exchange between her and her sister that supposedly was going to be the thing that cleared her name from having any involvement in the conservatorship. At that point, Jamie Lynn then takes out her phone, and right before she's about to read off the text messages, the clip cuts off. One user writes, "I repeat, any platform giving Jamie Lynn Spears a platform to manipulate the situation is part of the problem. Yuck." With another adding, "The fact that you even gave her airtime on your podcast, won't be listening to you anymore. This is just sad, shaking my head." Then once the first episode had aired, Britney fans called the interview a puff piece and tried to get the hashtag of boycott Call Her Daddy trending on Twitter. Hoping to deter anyone from listening to the show. One user even listed their grievances with what was going on and said, 1. The whole family is complicit. 2. Lou is the mastermind. 3. They all need life in prison. 4. Judges need overseeing. 5. Netflix needs to remove Jamie Lynn from Sweet Magnolia. 6. Spotify needs to cancel Call Her Daddy contract. She is not worth that money. Now recently, Britney's lawyer Matthew Rosengart issued a cease and desist letter to her sister Jamie Lynn over this new book called Things I Should Have Said. Britney is claiming that she will even sue her own sister if she continues to make derogatory statements about her while pushing this new book. Rosengart writes in his letter, "Publicly airing false or fantastical grievances is wrong, especially when designed to sell books. It is also potentially unlawful and defamatory." He then adds, "You recently reportedly stated that the book was not about her. She takes you at your word, and we therefore demand that you cease and desist from referencing Britney derogatorily during your promotional campaign. If you fail to do so or defame her, Britney will be forced to consider and take all appropriate legal action." And according to a recent report, Jamie Lynn has actually responded to the cease and desist letter. Jamie Lynn's lawyer Brian J. Friedman responded with a letter as well and said that Britney's most recent post about Jamie Lynn and her mother was vile. He goes on to say, "As an initial matter, in your letter, you state that Britney is going to take the high road. However, just today your client posted vile statements on social media concerning Jamie Lynn." He then goes on to add, "Jamie Lynn hopes that there will be no further postings or inflammatory letters being sent to the media. Beyond telling the truth and denying the allegations against her as a mother, Jamie Lynn needs to protect her child and cannot continue to be subjected to death threats and other posting insinuating physical violence against her and her family. Jamie Lynn supports Britney, and as always, she hopes she can get the healing, peace, and freedom she rightfully deserves." He also said that it was ridiculous for Rosengart to say that he didn't even read Jamie Lynn's book before sending the cease and desist letter. He also maintains that if he had read the book, then he would have seen that Jamie Lynn only ever characterizes her sister as being kind, supportive, and a protective sister. He then added that it was disappointing to see the cease and desist letter plastered all over the media, making it much harder to resolve a dispute and try to repair this clearly damaged relationship. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this though, because that's all the time we have for today. So stay classy, and I'll see you in the next one.